Hello, welcome. Something went wrong there. I thought I'd started. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Happy Christmas and Hanukkah to those who are celebrating. Hope you're feeling okay in the current economic climate. Yeah, Tottenham Hotspur are back. I believe there's been some football in the desert, but I've not been watching it. So, as I'm always a club before country person. As yet, the broadcast hasn't started on SpursPlay, but we're supposed to be playing Motherwell. The only thing I can say for any certainty is that the team has been announced. So I'll share that with you now. So I don't know what people think of that. Austin in goal. Doherty, Sayers, Tanganga, Sanchez, Spence. Skip, Basuma, White in midfield, and Kulu and Brian up front. I don't know. It could be any other combination of that. But yeah, we haven't actually seen what the lineup will look at. People are speculating. I hope you're all okay. Hi, David from Leicester. How are you? Hope you're well. Hope your family are all well. Yeah, broadcast is not started yet. Well, certainly not. And as I say that, the titles begin. Don't know what you think about this team, David, and other viewers, but it does appear to be a very strange one. No Foster on the bench or in the field starting the game. Hard to tell what the lineup's going to be. ZZ, no, we won't be showing the game. That would put us in infringement of broadcasting. But thanks for asking. Just going to give you my views as I'm watching the game here. Looks like it's a sunny day at Hotspur Way. But it looks cold too. So I hope everyone's well. I was hoping I'd be joined by one of the other team, but this is a work day for most people. So it's just me solo at the moment. Very strange team. But yeah, always a chance to watch. Our team is always to be welcomed, I suppose. And it's a good respite from the the other distraction in the desert. ZZ's predicting Motherwell will win 5-0 anyway. Well, that's that's fine. It's only a pre-season or a mid-season friendly. So the lineup they're going with is Austin, back three of Tanganga, Sanchez, and Sayers. And then across the middle, we've got Spence, Basuma, Skip, and Doherty. And then the front three of Kulusevski, White, and Hill. So that's what they've given us. It'll be interesting to see. I'm interested in seeing Harvey White because I think he's a much neglected player and has been kind of done the dirty in the last while. Always good to see Basuma. He'll be in his beloved number 8 according to this. So we'll see. Thank you, David. Yep, it's Spurs after all, yeah. Our Motherwell going to win when they won't even score. Well, who knows? I mean, I know that the SPL is starting much sooner than than our league, so maybe they'll be a bit further ahead in their development, and they'll obviously be playing their strongest team. I would imagine everyone who's a Motherwell player will be wanting to play again, at our facilities, even if it isn't against our more regular players. But good opportunity for players coming back from injury who've not had the most of minutes to get a game. I'm looking forward to it. Motherwell team is Kelly, O'Donnell, Lamb, Johansson, and Penny. Then they've got Spittle, Goss, Van Veen, Slattery, and McKinstry across the middle. And then they've got a solo forward in Shields. So, yeah, interesting. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, cheers, Dave. I would love to see that too. Yeah, there's cold breath coming out of Antonio Conte as I speak. Let's see how we get on. I hope you're watching on Sky on the SpursPlay or on any way that you can there. Yeah, it looks like a cold one at Hotspur way, but we'll see. We'll see. Coins and animals, yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, the grass is looking green. Cold breath. Players emerging onto the pitch. I'm surprised Fraser Foster isn't playing. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. My name is Sean. I hope you're all doing well. Feel free to leave comments about the World Cup. I won't be able to answer them because, as I say, I've only watched 90 minutes of the whole thing. I just can't feel comfortable with over 6,000 workers being killed building the stadium and not a penny going to their families from one of the richest nations on earth. So, but yeah, as ever, I always wish our players well. And obviously, it's difficult to avoid what is happening if you have any social media presence. So, yeah, I know who's home or who's heading on the plane home. David Clark speculating on Fraser Forster here. He's probably tall enough to do a window round without actually having a ladder. Yeah, he's a beast of a man. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm just surprised he's not playing, given that he's the first choice player. So Motherwell coming onto the pitch in their traditional sort of claret and gold, very old style kit, traditional colours, and it's yeah, the sun's shining, but everyone's breathing. You can see the frost on the breath. Oh, sorry, the Spurs players as yet. Absolutely, David. Yes, absolutely. So disappointing to hear about Bentancur's injury in the World Cup. He wasn't going to be playing against Brentford in the first game back, but yes, it's you know, I mean, let's hope he's not out for a long time. Bit concerned about Ben Davies as well, but no, you're speculating there, David. It could be Harvey White. It could be Alfie Devine. Devine's playing, or at least he's been named. There's a guy called Lancashire who's been popping the goals in for the under-18s, but I think they've got he's on the bench, but they've got a very important FA Youth Cup match next week. So I don't think he'll get too many minutes. Young goalkeeper. I don't think White is starting up front. From what the graphic was saying, that they seem to think he was playing in a sort of number 10 role. But who knows? I mean, it'll all come out in the wash, won't it? Hard to tell. It's not going to be the clearest of pictures because of the sunshine. I can't really turn up. I suppose I could turn up the commentary. Is Kulu wearing number 10? So Brandon Austin's in goal, and it's Whiteman who's on the bench. Okay, Jake, I'm watching this on SpursPlay, which is Spurs' own channel. Unfortunately, I don't think it's free, and I had to pay for it. Oh, so close by Brian Hill there. Yeah, it's good to see Alfie Whiteman back, but his contract's up at the end of the year, so this will be probably his last 6 months with us, I would say, before he goes on somewhere else. Local boy as well, local Tottenham boy, so I wish him well in wherever he finishes up. Someone from Chelsea FC wanting to check in. It's on the Sky. It's on the SpursPlay, which is a sort of paid for subscription service. That's why I'm watching it. Tottenham building up on the right. Oh, Tanganga trying a ping there, but anyone. Yeah, I always thought Whiteman was ahead of Austin, but obviously he's gone out to play in Sweden on a couple of loans now. Oh. Oh, and as I'm speaking, Spurs have taken the lead. Kulusevski, after 2 minutes, has put Tottenham 1 up. Sorry, Kiss My Axe, we're not allowed to show the game. We'll be infringing. Yeah. Yeah, Langley is not available today, it seems. So that was an error forced by White, which has caused Spurs to take the lead. Oh, foul on the edge of the box. Yeah, I think Langley is actually holding an injury, so that's why he's not playing today. It's my understanding. All these people asking me, it's on Spurs. It's the only way I can see it is on SpursPlay, which is a paid-for service. You can search around. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. So free kick on the edge of the box with Basuma and Kulusevski over it. Oh, Basuma's kicked it out of the ground. He's laughing anyway. God, I don't know what's happened to Basuma. He's gone for the Davinson Sanchez look. hairstyle wise. Clean freak. It was not a good goal. It's more like harassing the defender into a mistake, and Kulu just having to slot it past the keeper from about 8 yards out. So it's yeah, but you know, you'll take gifts like that. Spurs trying to play out. Doherty playing on the left. Kulusevski just taken the ball from Skip there. Ball's sort of in the Motherwell half. Suma to Spence on the right. Very difficult to get a sight of this because of the camera position, but also the sun is quite strong and straight into the camera as well. So it's obviously one of the training ground pitches. I think I've seen it being used by the under 18s, certainly in the past. I hope people can help out with people asking for the link. There isn't a link, as far as I know. This is an in-house Spurs channel. So Spurs playing the ball around comfortably. They're getting through the press quite well. But they've moved back now. Well, dispossessed in midfield there. Motherwell building on our right. There's a scattering of players and staff watching the game. I think the press have not been allowed in even to watch this game, so this is the only way we can see it is on this link from the in-house play. Kulu on the ball. Not a particularly great goal, more of a sort of harassment by our attack, which forced the defender into an error, and it left Kulu with an easy finish about 8 yards out. Beat you, Michael. Yeah. Great ball from Skip to Doherty on the left. But White is dispossessed on the edge of the box. Yeah, Motherwell have been in our half, but they haven't threatened. There's no threat. The only time they got into our half, the ball finished going aimlessly wide for a goal kick for us. I think they're probably enjoying. Motherwell are enjoying playing on the best training facilities they've ever used. But yet. Down our end at the moment, but Tottenham keeping them out quiet. Oh. Still 1-0, 11 minutes gone. Spurs building on the right with Spence now. Gone backwards. We've seen this one before. Oh! A little break there by Motherwell, but swept up by Austin. In goal. Spence on the right now. They're doubling up on Spence. They've obviously done some homework on him. The Sumer, who's looking more and more like Sanchez with his hairdo. Oh. Ambitious pass by Kulu, but goes out for a goal kick for Motherwell. So it's 12 minutes gone and still 1-0. Antonio on the bench looking wrapped up. I think Skippy is the captain for today. He certainly seems to be taking charge in the middle. Oh, Kulu with a beautiful turn. He sets up Spence on the right. Back to Kulu on the edge of the box. Oh, tries to play in Doherty at the left back. Just goes out for a goal kick. Still 1-0. Game's gone a bit scrappy now. Motherwell and Tottenham are sort of exchanging possession. Oh, shot on target and comfortably saved by Austin in goal. Ball swept out to the left. Doherty on the playing left back. Intercepted by Motherwell. Very hard to see when the ball goes on the far side, as the trees are providing such shadow. You can hardly see the players, let alone the ball. It looks like one of those wintry days, bright sunshine, but no doubt as cold can be. Oh, close there. Oh. Spence trying to set up. Looks like White in a little bit there, yeah. Free kick to Motherwell on the edge of their box. A foul. 18 minutes gone. Still 1-0. Oh, big miss by. Oh, big one-on-one Spence with the keeper. Keeper come out stronger there. Should have been 2. Good save by the keeper in the end. And then Spence has fouled the defender in the box. So it's a free kick to Motherwell again.
Slightly away from goal, but I'm sure the Spence was conscious of the fact that Kenny was breaking off his goal line to try and get him.
Yeah, Brian's been a bit. Yeah, Brian has touched the ball. Sorry, there was a break there, and the keeper had to come out to stop the ball at the feet of Kulusevski, and he's then done a very good centre back job clearing his lines. We are breaking their lines quite easily. Just the final ball not quite going to work to plan. I'm sure if you ask the players, they'd rather be. Hi, Ali. I don't think there's going to be a Motherwell hat trick. I don't even think Van Veen's playing, but anyway. Maybe in the second half you'll get a sight of him. But anyway, hope you're doing well. I'm not that far away from you. I'm in Paisley today, watching this from Enfield. Still 1-0 as we approach halfway through the first half. Same to you, Ali. Oh. Oh, Hill sets up Kulusevski there, but it was a tight angle. Keeper's done well. Spurs build up from the back. Bit of dark humour from Dale there. Must be December in Motherwell. Hardly see the daylight. Certainly since they knocked down the steelworks. Ooh, close there by Motherwell. Brandon Austin a bit casual on the edge of his box, and Shields nearly scores an equaliser. Don't think that Brandon did himself any favours there. Brian Hill's been clattered in midfield by Slattery. 24 minutes gone, still 1-0. Brian Hill on the ball on the left. Oh, good cross from Doherty. Spence nearly on the end of it. But well played by Motherwell. And it's now a goal kick to Motherwell. 25 minutes gone. That was a beautiful piece of play, actually. A long ball, which released Hill on the left. Spence nearly in with a header at the back post. Cool. Basuma's landed heavily, hurt his back by the look of it. There's one of the PRtV crew. Mike, how you doing, Mike? Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I'd concede that maybe Doherty and Gill haven't seen the ball, but when the ball's been played down the right-hand side, there's not a lot they can do, is there? Drop ball. Ball is back with Sanchez. Plays into Sayers. On to Doherty. So it goes into the bit where the sunshine and the shadows make it very difficult to see what's going on, particularly with the long camera shot. Free kick to Spurs. 27 minutes gone, still 1-0. JK speaks for a lot of people, not for me. But yeah, he speaks for a lot of people. I'm queuing up here. 2-0, Matthew Doherty. Up to you, Matthew Doherty. Put that in your pipe, Mike. Two 0 to Spurs. Keeper should have saved it, to be fair. Spurs on the attack again. Skipper's been busy in midfield, I think. Slattery, another foul. He's obviously their henchman. I think the assist for the goal was actually by Hill. Block shot by Kulusevski, away for a corner for Spurs, coming up to 30 minutes gone. Those who want to see Kulu's first goal. Great shot by Brian Hill there. Keeper's just kept it out. Top bins. The Spanish people looking very upset that he's not gone in. Yeah, good shot. David's feeling confident. Basuma on the corner. Yeah, the low winter sun is making it difficult to pick up. Kulu on the ball to Spence. Lots of stuff coming down the right-hand side. Skip tries to play Doherty in. There's a shot here of Antonio. He looks absolutely freezing. I think a lot of people would like you to say that about Spence, JK. .33 minutes gone. 2-0 to Spurs. Comfortable workout so far. Very disjointed team. He's shown a bit of faith in the development squad today, Antonio. Maybe this because he's not got much choice.
Shoulder to shoulder, loses that battle. Former Middlesbrough Forest player. See that lovely play.
Basuma's lovely pass. Break here by
It's gone up.
Apologies to Ali. Van Veen is playing. I've just heard his name mentioned. He took a speculative long shot, which was blocked. Yeah, all looking good so far. Oh, Kulu nearly released there in the middle of the Motherwell half. Good last ditch tackle by the centre back. Oh. And then conceded.
Spurs bench. Big Whiteman on the top left to your picture there, the goalkeeper. Divine. Michael Walcott has played for the first team. He served the Champions League against Leipzig under Jose Mourinho. He's also amongst the subs. White loses out.
Of course, next week there's on 21st there's a mid-season friendly against Nice at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Again, this will be on SpursPlay. Whether we'll do a broadcast, I don't know. I think a few people will be going. I think I was mentioning Conte, not Spence. He's certainly not frozen out today.
We're in the Europa Conference League qualifiers follow on the lost. Very disappointing fashion 3-0 of aggregate to Sligo Rovers, and it led ultimately to the departure of their manager Graham Alexander. Until they've really lost the belief in the fans anyway.
Ali, I haven't been to any Saints Motherwell games. I used to go and watch St Mirren many moons ago, but it never drew me as like it did to Spurs. Spurs was always my first love. I've been going there since 1968. So, but I do follow their scores. Yeah, I've got a lot of friends who support the Saints, local team. I suppose with my background, it's probably more Celtic, but I'm not really a follower of Scottish football that say. Although I do wish there was more Scottish players playing in the Premier League, because that was the era that I grew up when everyone had Scottish players in their team. But yeah, good luck to Motherwell for the rest of the season. Hello, Adrian from India. Very good. Good to see you. Don't know whether you followed our channel before. Hope you like the stream. It's very difficult to do a commentary on, because it's very difficult to see half the games in shadow. But yeah, Spurs big up the India Spurs fans. I've seen lots of follow a lot of them on Twitter. Keep your devotion to the team is admirable, given the hours that the games must be kicking off for you.
Spurs have it back. Basuma. Kulusevski. Slightly behind Spence, but he will retrieve it here. England under 21 defender. Steps out on the Spurs goal.
Not his finest moment, JK. No, definitely not. Oh.
Perfectly waited for Kulusevski to run onto. He loves this kind of possession. Kulusevski to the byline for the third goal of the game as he picks out.
Yes.
3-0
3-0 to Tottenham. A break with Kulusevski, and he's played in Brian Hill to make it 3-0.
Spence infield and the ball around the corner. It was White who worked it on to Kulusevski. Got to the byline, much like he did for Bentancur's goal against Leeds United before the World Cup. Can go inside, left-footed and shoot. But goes to the byline, pulls it back with his right. And Brian Hill is up and running here. Spurs 3 up on Motherwell, and it's been a productive 40 minutes so far.
So 40 minutes gone, 3-0 to Spurs. David's not going to revise his 5-0 at the moment, no doubt. All back with Austin. Oh, here's a first ever Spurs goal for Gill. Has he scored for us before? I know he did score a penalty in a penalty shootout at Wolves. Yeah, I suppose that's one for the statos to look up. Has Brian Hill scored before today? Not that it really counts as a friendly, I would say. But yeah, you'd be pleased to get on the end of the assist from Kulusevski. Commentator would say it was very much like the winning goal for the Leeds game recently. Barry Maguire has come on for Johansson for Motherwell. 42 minutes gone.
Kulusevski looks in the mood, as does Spence, trying to attack Penny. Nice Penny, the right's working back to his goalkeeper.
Throw in to Motherwell in their left back position. Kulu and Spence are looking to hook up as much as they can.
Skip. He tries to play it again. White into Kulusevski, just didn't get that pass right. Spurs nearly in for a fourth before the break. Slaps through. Hands it up. And the flag is gone anyway.
Offside against Motherwell there.
Starts for Croatia. Perisic hits Richarlison, replacing the World Cup semi-finals. Representatives of Spurs and on 5 of the 8 remaining teams of the World Cup. More likely, Spurs will have a returning player as a world champion than not. Tanganga goes down onto the tackle by McKinstry. It's a really heavy tackle by Skip.
Well, Skip exacts a bit of revenge for a heavy challenge. Oh.
It's hung forward by Goss, who gets it back again. The gentle murmur of Norman is in the background at Hotspur Way as the general life of training ground continues. While many of the club stars are in action here. At a bang on 45 minutes, the referee.
So 45 minutes, half time, and it's Tottenham Hotspur 3, Motherwell 0. The winter sun playing havoc with the view, but yeah, I think Spurs will be comfortable enough with that in terms of a workout and also in terms of the scoreline. Be interesting now to see what changes Conte makes, and
we'll be back with you shortly for the second half of Tottenham Hotspur against Motherwell on SpursPlay. Tottenham Hotspur lead the game by 3 goals to 0.
So those watching, I hope you like the stream. I hope you're going to subscribe to the channel. The new arrivals here. Welcome to our Motherwell friends. I do know there's some Motherwell fans who also follow the Spurs as well. It always surprises me, you know, how popular Tottenham are up here. Seems to be the 1980s teams, the Steve Perryman era, which seems to have won a lot of people over. Obviously, big followings in Aberdeen, but I know lots of Thistle fans who are also Spurs fans as well. So, yeah, good workout. And I imagine the players, as I said earlier, are enjoying playing rather than training. It'll be interesting to see what changes Conte makes. Lots of warm-ups and warm-downs being done, so I think it will be a different lineup. Obviously, a lot of players missing for Spurs. I think the commentators commented that Perisic and Richarlison are going to go head-to-head this afternoon in about an hour's time in the World Cup. And obviously, there's speculation that there'll be some players going really deep into the tournament. Are they going to really have a rest? Who knows? And interestingly enough, on the day that we would have been playing in the next round of the Carabao Cup, if we turned up against Nottingham Forest, we slotted a friendly in against Nice at the stadium. I think details are on the Spurs website. I think the tickets are really cheap, a kind of Christmas present. So if you ever fancy going to see Spurs at the stadium, cheap night, a cheap ticket night anyway, on the 21st of December, pre-Christmas. Details on tottenhamhotspur.com. Next week, I believe Paxton Road will be having a talking points. Obviously, for me, the big talking point is what's going to happen to Fab PRtV. My contacts in Italy say that there's some pretty incriminating wiretaps of his phone. He famously, it seems to be wired into his phone all the time. But Yeah, he's been recorded saying some pretty inflammatory things. No doubt due diligence will be done by Daniel Levy, but it couldn't happen at a worse time when you think about it, with our next transfer window coming up at the beginning of January. And obviously things are delicately poised vis-a-vis the contracts of both Antonio Conte and Harry Kane. Don't know what people think about that, what they're expecting to happen. But yeah, it's as yet he hasn't been indicted, Fabio. He hasn't been. So until that happens, I don't think we can expect anything. But I would imagine that a succession might. I mean, I don't know what you think. I would imagine that if he's indicted, that that will be him finished at Tottenham, and that couldn't happen at a worse time for us. But anyway, at the minute it's all speculation. We'll wait and see what happens. I'll keep in contact with my friends in Italy, who will let me know what's happening. So those of you who are watching the stream, what are your thoughts? Anyone caught your eye? Anyone surprised you, disappointed you? I'm quite intrigued by the big guy Sayers. I think he's only about 18, and we picked him up from Southend, and he's supposedly the best centre back in the academy at the moment. And then obviously there's on the bench is Will Lancashire, who's been banging their goals in for the under-18s, scored a hat-trick against West Ham the other day. High hopes for him. But then I suppose we've got high hopes for also Troy Parrott and Dane Scarlett up front. So who knows? Maybe the academy is going to produce us a string of players. But I think for Antonio Conte, they need to be 10s rather than 7s. The days of being nurtured by a coach like Pochettino are behind us now, unless, of course, it all goes pear-shaped, as I was speculating with Paratici and Conte. Anyway, looks like the players are coming out for the second half. I'd imagine that there'll be a display on the screen, and I'll let you know if there's any changes been announced. I'm sure some players like Hill and Spence could do with the minutes. Oh, the shadows of the trees. Well, you may speculate on that, Fab, but it's the fact that he's interfered with the finances of other clubs as well as Juve. It's Sassuolo and Atalanta and Genoa. So I'm a wee bit concerned, to say the least. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. Yeah, it's very difficult. I mean, I'm of the, I don't buy into the speculation. We're linked with this player and that player until they appear on the website holding up the shirt. They ain't coming, So let's just hope that things don't happen and things don't get any worse. But it would be typical Tottenham that we're going to we're at a critical time that the sporting director goes to the clink. Anyway, looks like Kulusevski's starting in the second half. Spencer's still on. 17 days till the Premier League recommences. Can't wait. Get this bloody World Cup over. And the sooner the better.
just joining us here on SpursPlay. Close run to finish after good work by Kulusevski, who spent the second half of last season out on loan. Goal kill. Referee has emerged now.
So the game kicks off. Not sure of any changes.
It looks like Spurs haven't made any changes to get back away in the second half. I'll remind you of the 11 shortly. Welcome back from Leroy Daly. First of two friendlies we'll be showing you live on SpursPlay over the coming couple of weeks with the home game against Nice. Now scheduled and confirmed for December the 21st at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's capacity for the match in N17. I'm also making a donation of proceeds from ticket sales to local food banks for such people living through this cost of living crisis this winter. That Doherty swings the ball into the middle. Kulusevski's there. His touch is actually taken away from the Motherwell goal.
Quick break by Spurs. Kulusevski's heavy touch though means the chance is lost. Here's a play I've seen before where we finished back at the halfway line.
Doherty scored the second goal and does really well here, Matt Doherty. Into the box for Skip, who's just shut down as he was trying to work some kind of shooting position. Nicely weights down the line for the centre forward, Connor Shields. So Spurs line up like this, it is 3-4-3. Van Alsten in goal, a back three, Tanganga, Sanchez and Sayers. Spence on the right, and Doherty on the left as the wing back to the super and Skip. Centre midfield, Harvey White playing as a false nine. You can see him here right now, but I'm dropping really deep. Playing as that nominal centre forward. Kulusevski on the right hand side of it, Brian Hill on the left.
I think White is playing. They're speculating he's playing as a false nine. He looks more like a 10 to me. Behind Kulusevski and Hill.
To the top of Spence's head. Understand the objective in a sense here for Antonio Conte in terms of fitness is to give many of the first team players around an hour.
Okay, commentators speculating that the first team players are going to get about an hour. The development guys will probably stay on for most of the match.
As always. Hotspur Way is a remarkable facility. The best training grounds.
Spurs working the ball from left to right.
For many of the youth players on the bench, it has effectively been their home for a long time. Japet Tanganga, one of the players to flourish here. Hotspur Way and make their way to the first team. Doherty, right Hill. Runs away from acquired balls and bad. friendly cameos off the bench prior to the World Cup, Brian Gill. Nice point on the pass by Tanganga. Kulusevski. Such a foul by Kulusevski. It's just joining us 5 minutes into the second half.
Yeah. So it's 5 minutes into the second half. It's not much happening. A lot of ball around the middle of the park. Still 3-0 to Spurs. Sun making the vision even worse. Low winter sun, inevitably. This time of year. Ball breaks down and Middlesbrough have it in the Middlesbrough. Why did I say Middlesbrough? Motherwell. Motherwell have it in our half. Back to their keeper. And now with Brandon Austin at his feet.
Passes cut out, but here's White. He's done a really good job of feeding Kulusevski down the right side in that position. Picks out Spence this time. Kulusevski on the outside, White in the middle, Brian Gill making a dart to the back post. Basuma back to Kulusevski. Kulusevski, good fits. Tanganga pulled from one side of centre back. Position that everyone's fully fit. Christian Romero takes up. Basuma, great feet. White, good strike, but it is straight to the goalkeeper this time.
Shot by White in the middle of the box, outside the left foot. Well saved by the keeper. Still 3-0.
Towards Shields, but Sayers is there. There's a goalkeeper change at half time, by the way, for Motherwell.
Motherwell have changed their keeper. Liam Kelly's gone off.
Save from White. Going for Kelly. He's right in the armband. Goss is protected by Spence. Brandon Austin still in the Spurs goal. I wouldn't be surprised if Motherwell made a plethora of changes around the same time as Spurs do. They're trying to get up to match fitness a bit sooner than Spurs, given that they play St Mirren next weekend.
Cool. So it seems to be Motherwell and St Mirren next weekend. So the SPL starting much sooner. Yeah. To be fair, David. To be fair, Sanchez hasn't put a foot wrong. I've not really been watching him, to be fair. And you know, you'd have thought if they'd done their homework, they would be putting Sanchez under a lot more pressure. But I've been watching Sayers because he's obviously one for the future. He looks competent, big, lanky guy. Corner from Motherwell, dealt with by Spurs.
Stays down, White into Kulusevski and Matt Doherty.
Oh, speculative shot by Matthew Doherty there. Trying to curl it into the top bins, but no, a good 4 yards wide, I'd say.
Target, you can see that big cluster of Spurs players who are not far away from coming on now.
Yeah, a lot of the substitutes now warming up.
Santiago on stays. Doherty senses the opportunity. Doesn't win ahead of O'Donnell, but Spurs do win the ball. Loose from Skip. Charlie Sayers.
Ball back with Austin. Out to Basuma. Spurs on the attack again. Oh my God. The sun is playing havoc with the picture here. Guys just said that it's going to be a reduced capacity for the Nice game. So if you want to go, you'll probably need to get your tickets in quick. Ball is down at the left wing back position for Motherwell. Foul on Kulu.
Spurs, Doherty, relatively unmarked to the back post. Shot from the edge from Sayers lacked the required conviction. No shields.
And again, no real conviction. Spurs on the attack.
Kulusevski the other. Beats White.
Oh.
And it was a really nice first touch to just get himself into that kind of shooting position.
Shot by White, high, wide and handsome.
Just spent the ball around kindly for him on his right foot, but he skies it over. Motherwell are making a number of changes, and
big set of changes coming on.
this will do my best to keep across all the changes here that Motherwell are making.
Motherwell making changes.
Slattery amongst those.
Slattery's gone off.
Johnson's coming on. So Brandon Austin's also made his way over to the
And Brandon Austin has gone off for Spurs his place to be taken by Alfie Whiteman.
this afternoon. Josh Morris. Inside midfield into the action eventually for Motherwell. Old Basuma.
Players having to shield their eyes when the ball goes to the right-hand side. It's very difficult to see in the sun.
Sayers. It's back to Sanchez.
Oh,
Skip. Well, he feels he got to the ball first. Confirmation, by the way, that Alfie Whiteman has come on. He spent the last year at Swedish side Degerford, so they played their domestic season over a calendar year. So the Allsvenskan get running through 2022 rather than most European leagues, which have run from August to May. So as long as they're there.
Sanchez with a characteristic slip there gives away a free kick to Motherwell.
Lakers first team with a cameo under Jose Mourinho in the Europa League. centre backs remain the same for Motherwell. Down by Johnston for Motherwell. Here's Morris, another one of the changes. Through to Sanchez, on by Skip.
Spurs playing around the press. Motherwell got a whole swathe of changes of players on the field, so there may be a bit more energy from them as the game goes on. We're on the 60th minute now.
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, third round of the competition, 12:13 kickoff. Details of how the ticket sales are working for that game, the FA Cup, are on the Spurs website. Some massive games in February, by the way. The Premier League have just confirmed the two big picks for February in the games of Manchester City, Chelsea and West Ham are all Sunday matches. In the Premier League, and those games coming around, the first leg of the Champions League match with AC Milan, so February looking absolutely huge for Antonio Conte.
Commentators speculating on our fixtures in February. The TV fixtures have given us a whole lot of Sunday games, including Man City. And obviously we start to the return to the Champions League with a away leg at Milan, the San Siro. This mad season with a mid-season World Cup.
Scored his 18 appearances this season for Motherwell, and he's lost the ball. Skip dispossessed. On by Basuma. Now Kulusevski. And Doherty breaking point again from left wing back. By Spears. It's a far out Tanganga.
Ball pinging about in midfield, really. Not much happening. Hope that we'll start to see a bit more now. Brian Hill on the ball.
On the book as well. Motherwell, but he's currently out injured. So some signing from hips, and he had been getting plenty of game time at right back, but unavailable at the moment for Motherwell. Cornelius in. Philip Van Veen, their top scorer, one of those to come off. Flurry of subs.
Van Veen has gone off and Cornelius has come on. McKinstry's gone off and Miller has come on.
His confidence that he doesn't lose the ball. Penny, one of the impressive players I know this season.
Jenny Penny had gone off
He's one of those who
for Borough, for I keep saying Borough, for Motherwell. increasingly difficult, as I say, to see with the shadow and the sun.
Lovely touch of Tanganga to knock it into Sanchez.
Motherwell looking a bit blunt up front.
Spurs fan as well, the goalkeeper. Says dropped over to the touchline.
O'Donnell has gone off for Motherwell.
Changes here.
Changes being made.
Spurs.
Sayers has gone off.
Romain Mundle.
Romain Mundell come on.
Plays in the under 21 side. I was really impressed with a lot of his work this season. Looks like he's come out to play left wing back with Matt Doherty. Shifted position. There's been a bit of tinkering here. Tanganga now left sided centre back. It's White is fouled. Matt Doherty's playing on the right and that's free.
Change in formation. Tanganga's gone to left centre back.
Spence off right across the face of goal. It's really exciting play again. The Jet Spence getting into a good position. Just wasn't a teammate there to attack him. Ian Kulusevski looked good understanding down the right hand side.
Good link-up work there between Kulu and Spence on the right-hand side. Cross goes across unsuccessful.
Has scored once in Premier League 2 this season. Quick and skillful, can use his strength as well. That's what I've been impressed with, having seen him at youth level this season. Not afraid to shoot from distance as well, but being used here as the left wing back in the Italian context system.
Ball pinging about, but no real chances. It's really looking much more and more like a training game now. We can but hope.
Into the byline again. White get the ball from underneath his feet. It looks like he has one Spurs corner.
Corner for Spurs after some good work by Kulu.
So effortless and easy. Sure enough, it was put behind by goalkeeper Hotspur. It's difficult to defending Dan Kulusevski. Can go inside and outside.
Your poem, David. I missed it. I was too intense trying to pick through the winter gloom. Looks like another Spurs corner. Oh, excuse me.
Kulusevski hangs it up, and there's the header, and Matt Doherty's there to meet it. And what a showing it has been.
And from the corner,
International. 2 goals for him.
another goal for Matthew Doherty. 4-0 to Spurs. 70 minutes gone.
To put it on to Spurs 4 goals. Really nicely hung up. Didn't even have to lead that high, Doherty. He does well to use the momentum on the ball to really guide it past the keeper. Doherty in the double. Spurs 4, Motherwell 0. Lovely control by White.
Been quite impressed with White's footwork today. Interesting position as well.
Sanchez always lost it, and it's saved by Whiteman. There's a couple of times the Spurs have been caught out of the back.
Sanchez error there, but redeemed by a great save by Whiteman. Masuma's been good all afternoon as well. He's still on the field.
Great tackle from Masuma. Spurs in transition to Pounce. Wanted and kicks it on Masuma.
Basuma dispossessed there after winning the ball back. Motherwell got a lot more energy with their subs.
Spirits. Well, it's actually hung on for a little bit longer than the first team players we were expecting here at Antonio Conte, but with just 2 games against this calibre of opposition before the Premier League resumes, it just certainly sets the opportunity to keep those players out there, keep them playing, they have a comfortable lead. Look like they are having fun.
Looks like it's going to be a mass substitution by Spurs here.
So here come the Spurs changes, which there will be many. Typical hero Matt Doherty making his way up the pitch along with Skip. Brian and Tanganga. Alfie Devine on the left of your picture, one of those coming on as well as Niall John, who we have seen in first team action for Spurs in the Europa League previously. The energetic central midfielder. So a chance to enjoy seeing some of the academy guys in action.
So a lot of the academy players coming in. Niall John, Will Lancashire, Alfie Devine.
Scored 4 goals in Premier League 2 this season. He's run number 16 and playing on the left side of the front 3. Will Lancashire. No surprise, he's a proper centre forward and is leading the line. Wearing number 19. If you don't know too much about Will Lancashire, 17 years of age, signed from Sheffield United last summer. And he has been playing for the under-21s, but it's at under-18 level, where he's really shone with 4 goals in 4 games. Got a hat-trick recently against West Ham. From memory, it was a perfect ahead of that for Brentford. Still only 17. Works hard, will run through the middle. And effectively, it looks like we've got a completely different Spurs side here now. I think Dorrington ball play centre back in 21 is on. Marco Fagan Walcott, where number 12 is on.
Fagan Walcott's on.
Last time we had a serious injury, not that much, but his debut for the first team in his Leipzig in the Champions League. Lovely control by Jamie Donnelly, versatile attack midfielder.
Jamie Donnelly, another well-ranked player in the academy, playing.
Jamie Donnelly, you may have seen his unbelievable goal. The under-18s against Norwich from near the halfway line. Worth digging out if you haven't seen it yet. Motherwell trying to get in. It breaks out to the right back, Pascozzi. Former Estonian international now for some time, despite his young age.
And so Pascozzi's on as well. It's a lot of the first team players have now been taken away, so it's effectively an underage team now that Motherwell are playing. So I'd expect them to score. Corner to Motherwell.
Comes to Motherwell corner. Away by Fagan Walcott.
Cleared by the kids.
Spurs have made their changes, Motherwell have made theirs as well. Luca Ross. Given the benefit of the doubt, he swings the ball back in, but swing out to a Spurs player. Santiago. Oh no, John dispossessed. Motherwell get the shot away, not yet.
Oh,
Morris.
Motherwell missed an opportunity there. Dispossessed. Niall John on the edge of the box, but still with the ball.
Thompson. Right by Jed Spence. And it is a foul play to Vine. It's a free kick shooting position here for Motherwell.
Free kick to Motherwell.
One notable save really since his introduction in the second half.
About 10 yards outside the box. Lining up the shot by the look of it.
He does take it, and the deflection, well, Whitewood was going the wrong way in the end. He takes it behind for a corner.
Corner to Motherwell.
It's hooked on. Bit of pinball, and then the shot.
Another shot but blocked, and another corner for Motherwell.
By Lancashire.
Yeah, the senior players of Motherwell are certainly exerting pressure on our kids.
It's one of those on as well, the central defender. He's wearing number 23.
I think only Spence is left on from the first half. Complete change of team at Tottenham. So it's Academy boys and Spence. Spurs work the ball out down the right hand side. Throw into Tottenham. 10 yards in the Motherwell half. 81 minutes gone. The last 10 minutes of the game.
So fresh face when he smashed in that debut goal against Marine in the FA Cup a couple of years ago now. It's one. Heading up to Lancashire. Motherwell. Lovely touch around the corner from Donnelly. Might be in here, Lancashire. Oh, it nearly broke for Santiago. There's now John. Mundell. That's a super delivery, and it's nearly a fifth. Motherwell hack it clear. I think it was Lancashire attacking it. Great work from Mundell down to the byline. Hung that up well.
Good header from Lancashire. They're the 17-year-old. Good cross from the left side. Nearly the fifth, but over exuberant challenge, shall we say? And Motherwell get a free kick in their box, which they've cleared up the line. Youngsters performing okay. Good workout for them as well. Remember, some of these will be playing in the FA Youth Cup match next week. So it'll be a good workout for them.
Off the back of the Nice friendly anyway on December 21st, Antonio Conte well aware that a 12:30 trip to Brentford. Western cancels the Boxing Day encounter, New Year's Day at home, 2 o'clock, Aston Villa. Palace away 3 days later, that's January the 4th. Portsmouth at home 3 days after that in the FA Cup. Chance here for Motherwell, but it has been shut down.
Oh.
And then on January the 15th, a Sunday 4:30 kickoff, a home North London derby with Arsenal. Absolutely huge game. Of course, followed by Manchester City away. So it is a busy January. And City game that got kicked over after it was postponed in the first half of the season. The game with the Etihad. Spurs will play City on January the 19th, then face them at home roughly a couple of weeks later, 5th of February. It's on Hotspur Stadium. Looks up into the air for Wyman to gather. Shifted back by Dubai. Dorrington. Just go direct with the ball through the middle to Lancashire. Cut out by Motherwell. John. Alone. At Charlton Athletic in the second half of last season. It's pass a touch loose. Spurs there to sort it out. Red number 23. Strong defender. Number 21's. The top game against Everton earlier in the season where he scored no goal and gave away a penalty, but in the following game against Manchester City, he was absolutely outstanding.
Game winding down now. Again, the sun making it difficult to follow. Thanks for everyone who stuck with the stream. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll have a lot more Talking Heads content coming up, reviews and previews as when the season comes back on Boxing Day, 12:30 kickoff against Brentford. Followed by the New Year's Day game against Villa at home, and Crystal Palace before the cup tie on the 7th of January. We're home to Portsmouth.
She started out as a striker, the young defender. So she spotted by Tottenham Hotspur and scored 4 goals as a striker against Spurs development side. Used to live on Watchalong Lane. So an opportunity to play for the first team without him. Mean a lot to him. So 15 minutes. With the 9 substitutions made by Antonio Conte. The final moments of the match.
Yeah. 88 minutes gone now, not long to go. It's been
Dorrington, the club age 13, born in Enfield. Here are the Enfield training base, Hotspur away. Spurs have a space to cruise to this friendly win over Motherwell. One back, high on the pitch by Spurs. Lancashire. Working that shooting angle.
I think the kids are acquitting themselves quite well against the seniors of Motherwell. I'd like to have seen a bit more Alfie Devine, but perhaps they're saving him for the match on Tuesday.
Short clearance. This is came on from Spurs. Young players. Good physicality there from Hotspur. And there is
So there goes the full-time whistle. It's finished 4-0 to Spurs. Good workout. So goals from Kulusevski, Doherty for 2, and Brian Hill secures the victory in the mid-season friendly. You wonder whether links will be made with Motherwell, and they'll be asking if they can borrow some of our kids as they return to the SPL next week. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that little chat about the return of the Spurs. And I'm sure you'll be running away now to go and watch the World Cup. So thanks for checking in. Don't forget to subscribe to the stream, like this particular stream, subscribe to our channel, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Till then, come on, you Spurs.